Welcome to Knitting at the Opera. This is my dressing room, and we're going to very quickly go over my current projects before tonight's show comes in. So, to start, I have a Christmas sock. One is done. The color work I showed this in the very first episode when I was back in Wisconsin. So we've seen her, but she's done now. Toe, heel, Christmas galore. I have cast on the third, sock. It's going to be a struggle to finish, but we're going to get it done. I have a finished object. I made socks for my friend Gulshan. So, I apologize, Gulshan. So these were going to just be this color. I'm going to look at myself so I can see what I'm showing you. These were going to be just this color. However, as you can tell, we have some fun toe color happening here because I made the leg a little bit longer in case she wanted to wear these with boots. I like a functional sock. So I started with this one. This was the first sock. I made a purple toe. I weighed things, okay, like I tried, and I had 50 grams left of this and 10 grams left of this, so I was like, perfect, flawless. I have halved this. I don't know what happened, but as you can see here, I had to add some more purple, and this was just like the final dregs of a mini skein, and I just made it. I ended up having to cast off using... You can't even see it. You can't even see it. I had to use some silver to cast off. But again, I'm going to look at myself, but show the camera the stock. You can't see where the silver is. So like I just ran out of the purple and had to tie on a silver to finish. I don't know what happened. Anyway, these are Gulshan's socks. And I cannot wait to give them to her when she comes back from her trip. They are so fun. I cannot remember what the brand of the yarn is, but I'll put it in the description box. It is hand dyed, and the mini skein is hand dyed as well, but that did not have a tag on it when I got it because this was from a bunch of destashed yarns that I was gifted. So the purple, I don't know, but I will add with the multicolors because it looks like Fruity Pebbles milk, and I love Fruity Pebbles, so I've been calling them the Fruity Pebbles socks. So that's a completed project. Then the two sweaters I'm working on, here is the progress on the Braidy Loop Sweater by Other Loops. I am so pleased. It has been easy to follow the directions so far. I did not cast on correctly. I only do one kind of cast on really, so you can tell where my cast on is here. But this is going to be the back of the neck where my hair goes over it. My hair goes down to my butt. So if there's anyone going to see this, no. So other than that, this is true to pattern. And she's going great so far. I'm very pleased. It looks really good. I'm like seeing it in the camera. It looks really good in these lights. I think this is just stunning. The yarn is Ruby and Rose's Wild Card. And that's what this looks like. And then the other sweater, usually I'm only knitting one sweater at a time. But because of the big road trip we did going back to Wisconsin for Christmas, I cast on two sweaters to have stuff to do. And then, of course, when you pre-plan like that, you end up focusing just on like one thing. And in my case in point, it was the Christmas sock that I messed up. So the sweaters really didn't get worked on at all. And now I have two sweaters cast on. So smart. But this is the Friday Tee by Petiteknit. And this is how far she is. I'm currently finishing up the second round of knit purl and increasing on the body, and I don't know what I have to do next because the directions change. So this is how far I am on the Friday tee, and I really like this. It's super squishy. The yarn is the Button Colorway by Coast to Coast Yarn Company, and this also looks so good in these lights. Really pleased. This is, again, I think I mentioned this in the first episode as well. This is llama. This is 100% merino, and I'm alternating every row. So the knit purl rows, I'm using the llama, and the knitting and increasing row, I'm using the merino. And so far, it's working out great. To keep me on track, again, I have these lovely little gummy bear stitch markers and this little sheep, and they are the joy of my life when I am working on this project. So that is the knitting progress that I have currently. I will be working only on the 2 sweaters and the socks until they are all complete, because I'm a very monogamous knitter. So I may not do another update for a while until I have more progress on both sweaters or more information to share. So thank you so much for joining me here. I will be adding on to this episode once I get home and can spend more time chatting. But welcome to my dressing room, and this is what my little corner looks like, and we have a lot of fun here. So today I had an audition, and it went really well, and I was out and about bopping around and had all my knits with me, so figured I'd pop up here and do a quick little review before I get on the train and go home. So thank you for joining me for this part of the episode. I will see you back in the Hudson Valley. And we're home. So thank you so much for joining me in my very short, brief little project update video. I did want to hop on here and let you all know there will be a new interview video, hopefully coming out end of March, maybe beginning of April, depending on if there's anything I need to reshoot. I had the great privilege, honor, and joy of speaking with my very good friend Rosalie Sullivan, who is a Met Opera chorister. And we had such a good time that the videos I will be releasing will probably be around an hour in length a piece, an hour in length talking about knitting, and an hour in length talking about her experience as a performer and singer in New York City, at the Metropolitan Opera, in music in general. And depending on if I need to reshoot anything as I go through editing, that will kind of determine when that comes up. But I am working on it, and the interview has been done, and so far things look pretty great. So I'm super excited to share that news with you all, and we'll be uploading something exciting, hopefully really soon. Thank you so much for joining me today in this very short, sweet little video, and I cannot wait to share another interview soon. Bye!